For any Xbox or PlayStation codes or cheap games on any platform, use the referral link in the description. It'll take you to g2a.com. Use the promo code CHES over there and you'll get yourself 3% cash back. For all No Identity merchandise, hats, hoodies and t-shirts, follow the link in the description down below to the No Identity Fan Fibre website. Hey guys, welcome to episode 2 of Season 2 here at Roma. Today we'll be finishing the group stage of the pre-season tournament against Everton and Angers, whilst continuing to try and sell on as many players as we possibly can. We have a number of people on the transfer list, a handful of which are actually worth a decent amount of money as well, and hopefully we can raise some figures for our transfer budget, because of course yesterday in episode 1 we made our first signing of the season, bringing back Batman. Not Michi Batshuayi, but Batman from our Batman and Robin pairing of Patrick Schick and Gregoire Defrel last season. So hoping to continue our good progression in pre-season here. We got a good victory yesterday against Sporting. I'll try and do the same again today here against Everton and Angers. And fingers crossed we can sell a couple of players on too. Hopefully we can get the results we need to get through to the next round of this competition, because the pre-season tournament is actually quite important, with £8.5 million available to be won. And hopefully we can win every last penny of it. We will find out. Drop the video a like if you enjoy. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you hit that notification bell to make sure you don't miss out on any further uploads. And continue your suggestions in the comment section. Potentially for left back, potentially for goalkeeper, potentially for central midfield. Our front three is going to stay as is. Not as it is on your screen right now, but as is with regards under El Shaarawy and Sanabria when everybody gets back from the World Cup, of course. But I'm going to go and sort out my starting lineup again, and we'll head into this game against Everton, hopefully come away with a win, so that I can start a completely fresh, rotated side of all the kids against Angers and not need to worry about the results, so that everyone's fresh again for the first round of the knockouts, where hopefully we can get ourselves wins too, to get that £8.5 million into the bank, because I am going to need the extra money. I am most certainly going to need the extra money if we're going to be able to bring in the calibre of player we want to challenge in Serie A and in the Coppa Nazionale this season. But I'm going to go sort my team, and then we'll play Everton. Everton actually starting quite a strong team here. Other than Calvert-Lewin and Pennington at the back, maybe Garbutt at left back, pretty decent team for them. So this might be quite a difficult game. Got there to collar off. Starting at centre back again with Nacho at right back. Got Wanaturbe on the right though, starting this time around. Impressed off the bench, and Schick is starting with Defrel at cam as well. So Batman and Robin are both involved here, and that's a great spin from Defrel. A decent finish as well, but unfortunately Stekelenburg with a back-to-back save to stop me from taking the lead after 12 minutes. We were able to pin Sporting Lisbon in for large spells in the first game. I'd very much like to do that again here, unfortunately. Giving the ball away on this occasion though. Nacho, Defrel. Jerson's actually pushing forward here. I'll look for Schick, and he's found him well. And a good powerful left-footed shot goes just wide of the post. Decent effort from Patrick, that. Good feet into Calvert-Lewin. Oh, it's a lovely ball actually, and Intrisagana Gay is in behind here. Not the obvious player to be pushing down the right-hand side of the wing, but not the best of efforts from him in the end either, proving that he should probably stick to being a CDM rather than an offensive player. So the header forward, Defrel in there to Perotti. We'll give it back to Defrel, and actually Jerson is in here and gives us a 1-0 lead after 28 minutes. He may only be 71 rated. I can't remember whether I mentioned it when recording yesterday's episode, but I can't remember whether the highlight actually made it in. He's got 86 ball control, Jerson, so despite not being that high rated overall, in key stats for central midfield, creatively, he's actually pretty good. So I'm hoping that he can play a decent role for us in the squad this year, and if he can pop up with the odd goal in situations like that in competitive play this season, we might find ourselves with another decent young midfielder on our hands. He and Pellegrini will be two very good players for us in season number 2. Again, Jerson's first touch proving to be pretty good. Defrel will look for a turn there, and he's done brilliantly to get past their number 2. Good to break. Oh, big curly toe from Matthew Pennington. Take the throw in there and look for Jerson. Good touch, as expected. Defrel, also good touch, as expected. And the finish? Yes, nicely done, Gregoire. 3 minutes before half-time, we go 2 goals in front. I'm pleased with this. Very pleased. This, at least getting out the group stage, will do us a hell of a lot of good financially, and hopefully we can win the tournament as a whole, and it really will do us good. Lovely ball by Bittencourt, and is Calvert-Lewin onside here? He was. What a waste of an opportunity. Just one through ball, completely cut me apart, and wow, that shot really was absolutely woeful, wasn't it? Come on, mate, you've got to be better than that. Across here to Nacho Fernandez, pushing forward from right back into Gerson. Will use Schick, then go to Defrel. Hopefully Schick will make the run again. He did, but their number 6 there, as you can see, is tracks with him well. Phil Jagielka gets a block on the first shot. Oh, God. I just couldn't get a second shot away, unfortunately. 10 minutes into the second half. Not far away from making it 3-0 for the second game in a row, but Everton still in with a shout whilst it remains just 2-0. Leon Bittencourt is in behind here, but it's a great tackle from Kolarov, but the referee doesn't agree. Baines with the throw into Bittencourt. They've made a couple of changes. I've made a couple of changes. We'll see how it affects the remainder of the game. Turbe trying to get stuck in there, but he's not strong enough. Sandro backing in. Back to James McCarthy, who's just come on. Lovely turn by Yannick Bolasie. Should have finished. If it had gone across goal, probably would have given them a goal back and hope in the tie. But there is still 25 minutes to go. Rooney's just come on for Sigurdsson. We'll see if that changes things for them. Rooney. Oh, that's a nice ball into the path of Sandro. Just be careful of the turn and the return ball to Rooney, which he's gone for. Oh, Skripski does just enough. Jesus' touch actually took him back towards Wayne Rooney there, but luckily we were able to get it away. They've pushed a lot of men forward, actually, Everton, to try and get themselves back in this, and I'm hoping to be able to catch them out at the other end. Perotti in here to Sanabria. Just lock that in front of Riyad Mahrez, who drives into the box and finishes the game off. Good finish, Riyad Mahrez. I brought him on at cam, and it's done the deed. We are 3-0 up with 4 minutes to go, which means I can play all of the kids that I absolutely don't want to keep at the club in game number 3 against Angers. And it's not really going to matter with regards to our qualification out of the group stage. So we're going to get the prize money for getting through, and we're also going to be able to rest first team players, and I've kicked that straight to an Everton defender. There's the final whistle. The last goal from Riyad Mahrez, confirming what we kind of already knew by that point anyway, that we were going to get the victory, get 6 points in the group total after 2 games, and guarantee progression through. As, yes, Angers draw with Sporting. So we're on 6, Everton are on 3, and Angers and Sporting are both on a point apiece. So we're guaranteed progression through and guaranteed top spot as well, which means I can play a completely rotated side of teenagers against Angers and not need to worry about it whatsoever. Unfortunately, no transfer news in between games, but hopefully something will happen after this one. And like I say, I'm going to play a bunch of teenagers in this next game to ensure that everybody that is playing in my first team currently, because of the international international lacking, I don't know what the phrase is, what's the word I'm looking for? International absence of players, is hopefully going to make sure that everybody here is going to be fit and ready to take on whoever we face in the semi-finals for a little bit more cash. Maya. Bit of footwork to get past the defender, that's gone well. His physical stats aren't that good, Maya, but he's evidently quick enough to get away from their backline here. Cross comes in, and Verde arrives with a powerful header. Similar-ish in finish. Oh, he's dabbing! I just did the default celebration by pressing A, and apparently Daniele Verde's default celebration is a cheeky dab. That's a little bit rude in a pre-season tournament, I apologise. 1-0. Sek with the throw. Daniele Verde looks to turn inside and then pull that back there to Machine on the edge of the box. Gets caught, free kick given. I don't know if anyone in my team, or this particular team that I've lined up today, can actually take a free kick. So far, everything's in the 20s or the teens with regards to free kick accuracy. 65. Maya is the best free kick taker at 65. I will try from 19 yards. Huge deflection off the wall, and we lead by 2-0. I went top left, and in the end, watch it deflect right into the top right corner. Oh, it actually wasn't as far into the right corner as initially I thought, but that is a huge deflection. Oh, right off the face of the defender as well. Sorry, guys. I dabbed on you accidentally with the first one and then take a really unfortunate 2-0 lead as well. Machine into Jerson. Around the corner to Meyer. Ooh, squeezes it underneath the keeper for a third. This team is by far the weakest that I've played so far in this pre-season tournament, as you can see. But I'm battering Sko here, Angus Sko. Admittedly, they are by far the weakest team we've played against, but still, 3-0 after 26 minutes is a little bit rubbing their faces in it, isn't it? I apologise to any Angus Sko fans out there, or any Frenchmen watching. I'm not really trying my hardest to embarrass your countrymen. It's just kind of happening. How is that a foul? I'm running in a straight line and he's fallen over. Free kick for our opponents. If they get one back here, I'll be frustrated. But thankfully, we've already gotten a 3-goal lead. Havlovic gets it across here to Santa Maria. Go on, they very nearly did get one back. I would have been furious if they had. I want to keep a clean sheet here. And I was literally just running in a straight line. There was nothing I could have done to avoid giving away that foul. I'll get this to Meyer and we'll drive inside. He is left-footed and on a hat-trick, but I don't quite fancy him from there. Corlu, I'm definitely not going to shoot with. I learnt that lesson last season. Go through there looking for Jerson. He'll try to get the turn in, but couldn't, unfortunately. We'll stay just 3-0 up for now. The plan was to have minimal highlights in this game, but we've had three goals and the woodwork struck so far. We might yet be able to make it 4, but Michel comes out to claim. Corlu out there to Ponce. Tackled. Dora into Santa Maria. Nice 1-2. Dora to Santa Maria again. Strike. Well saved by Skorupski. That was hit very hard. Very firmly. Fabian with the corner. Here's the delivery. And Dora goes up and Skorupski holds on. Corlu to Meyer. Back to Jerson. Might have to take him off in a moment because he's starting to get a little bit tired. Didn't start on full fitness like everybody else because he played in the last game. It's a lovely ball round the corner though to Daniele Verde. Very nearly gets himself a second and us a fourth. Not far away at all. I'm curious to see if that is his default celebration, the dab, or whether I'd somehow managed to press just accidentally the right button or the right combination of buttons to actually get the dab to happen. So I'm going to try and score again with Daniele Verde if I can. Going to run with him here and hopefully we'll continue his run forward, which he hasn't quite done at the intensity I was hoping he would. We'll get that to Ponce, and he's turned well. Ponce with the effort. Mario Rui driving forward. Get it down the line here to Verdi. Turns his side well, and I'll just look to accelerate into this gap in behind. Daniele Verdi hits the post, and Meyer will mop up for his hat-trick. I'm pleased for Meyer to get 3. Slightly annoyed that I'm not getting to score another one with Daniele Verde, because I wanted to see if his default celebration was actually the dab, or whether I accidentally dabbed on them with that first goal. But it's a hat-trick for Meyer, my scout future star, proving that maybe he can cut the mustard. Although it's not exactly the most difficult of games going to be playing in. But if he's playing like this, playing alongside teammates of similar, if not less, lower ratings, then, you know, it bodes well for his future and his role in the squad. Mara is literally just running away from everyone here, but unfortunately I can't complete the run. Contento driving in behind. Are they going to get themselves a consolation goal here? No. Cleared away and might well be final whistle in a sec. Yes, there it is. A 4-0 win, a hat-trick for Mayo, which is pleasing. And unfortunately for them, they only get the point in pre-season, and I may have embarrassed them slightly by giving it a cheeky dab. Everton beat Sporting by 3-2, so we'll go through on 9 points. Arsenal lose to Sevilla. I'm not sure who we'll face then, because Arsenal lost to Spurs as well. So presumably it'll be Spurs and Sevilla that have gone through. We have Spurs, and on the other half, it is Sevilla. So ourselves and Everton go through from our group, and Sevilla and Tottenham go through from there. So it will be Tottenham that we play next. 1.76 million added to the transfer budget, but we will advance as far as the Tottenham game, see if anything happens in the transfer market. It doesn't look like it's going to. Transfer talks have broken down, unfortunately, between Velasco and Athens. So, unfortunately, that's a deal that isn't going to happen. With regards to the window so far, biggest deals, we are second with the Schick deal, but Koulibaly has gone from Napoli to Arsenal. Big signing for Arsenal there at centre-back, one that they would probably be happy with in real life as well. Grimaldo has gone from Benfica to Villarreal. Grimaldo, a player that I always am interested in buying, but it always tells me I'm not allowed to because they don't have enough backup in that position. Yet the AI always seems to get a deal done for him. That's rather frustrating. Maybe I'll be able to look at Grimaldo in January, although this probably won't let me, will it? But anyway, that is where we'll end it for today. Still waiting for offers to come in. Actually, let's give you a quick rundown of how things are going in the World Cup, shall we? Because I'm actually quite intrigued to see how things are going in the World Cup. Oh, Germany beat England by 2-1 in the quarterfinals. Great. So it's Germany-France and Argentina versus Spain in the semis. Switch to table view, and I'll just scroll through slowly so you guys can see who went through and who went out. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel too to make sure you don't miss out on any further content, of course, and hit that notification bell so that you most certainly won't miss out. We will take on board your transfer suggestions in the next episode moving forward. Like I say, I recorded this one slightly ahead of time on the back of recording episode 1 just to ensure that I can keep up with the daily uploads. I'm obviously going to be starting the Southampton series soon as well. In fact, by the time you see this, the Southampton series may well have started already. I'm waiting for the squads to be updated from the January transfer window, and it's the evening of the transfer window as I'm recording this. So fingers crossed and get that series started before you see this, and it will either go live on Friday or Saturday. Time will tell. But for now, that's all for this one. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you next time.